What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise. We've mentioned the film After several times in the past, but the series continues to dish out new teasers and announcements that always catch us off guard and leave us begging for more. We've also talked about how After has become an unbelievably popular and profitable movie for the production studio, and was even considered the greatest and highest grossing romantic film of 2019, which is no small feat. The film's plot has set a new standard for romantic dramas, and is clearly one of the highest quality romantic films to have been released in the last decade. While the series has been poorly received by critics, After has developed a cult following of fans who cannot get enough of their new favorite characters. The original plot for the first film was heavily based on the book After, written by Anna Todd, which featured many of her fan fiction stories between herself and Harry Styles from the band One Direction. The new film, titled After We Collided, aims to continue the story, but elaborate on it tremendously. We're all expecting a lot from this film, and if the trailer is any indication, fans certainly won't be disappointed with the latest installment in the series. Tessa and Hardin continue their love affair in this film, which is set to be released later this year. There are all sorts of new twists and turns in the plot, and we can't wait to see each and every one. Filming concluded sometime in September of 2019, and since then, the production company has been hard at work editing the new film for an early 2020 release date. We have previously discussed the 10-second teaser and full-length trailer, but today we finally have a full scene to take a look at. The clip begins with Tessa and Hardin getting hot and heavy on a sofa in an office building. And what a great way to start a teaser for a new romance drama. Hardin stares at Tessa longingly and begins to slide his hands down her chest, tugging at the seam of her shirt. His intentions are very clear, but Tessa stops him, saying, "We can't do this here. What if someone walks in?" Hardin promptly yells, "Hello, anyone here?" proving to Tessa that no one is anywhere nearby. She looks at him with a mixture of lust and reassurance and says, "You just have an answer for everything, don't you?" The scene promptly ends, and once again, we are left with more questions than answers. First off, it seems like many of the events that took place in the original full-length trailer for After We Collided involve Hardin and Tessa arguing back and forth about various issues in their relationship. However, this scene certainly paints the couple in a very different light. We are left to wonder whose office building this is, as well as what the two of them are doing there so late at night. It seems as though they are begging to get caught. There's virtually no context for the clip, meaning that we have very little information to go on. What we can say is that it seems as though Tessa and Hardin's characters have matured greatly since the first film. Both actors seem to be much more confident in their roles and are clearly more comfortable with each other. Tessa's expressions when she looks at Hardin are completely believable, and Josephine Langford is doing an incredible job drawing us into the film. We certainly can't complain about her performance in the original film, but many critics were quick to point out that they didn't feel the plot of the original film was believable, and the characters were unconvincing. Josephine seems to be directly responding to these critics in the new film, because her acting is on a whole other level. And don't even get us started on Hardin. Hero portrays one of the most believable characters in a romantic drama ever. He gave the cast and crew a run for their money in the original film, and his performance has only gotten stronger from there. His character in this film seems to be more well-rounded and meticulously crafted than the original movie. It's hard to say whether this is a result of a better team of writers or an improvement on the part of Hero. Either way, we are stoked to see these guys giving us such strong performances and can't wait for more. Fans have been very vocal about this new film. While critics may have despised After, it became an overnight sensation with many viewers around the world. Since the launch of the first movie, hype surrounding the series has improved dramatically, and there are now hundreds of thousands of anxious viewers awaiting any news or updates surrounding the film. What makes the wait more difficult, though, is that we still have no idea when this movie will be released. The new trailer still only mentions that the movie will hit theaters sometime in 2020, but it does not give an exact date. Considering the catastrophic events that have been sweeping the globe lately, it seems safe to say that the film has likely been delayed a bit. Most theaters around the world have been shut down for the foreseeable future, which resulted in countless movies getting postponed or sent directly to home video. We don't know about you, but we would certainly be satisfied with a home video release. We don't need a fancy theater to enjoy the story of our favorite film characters. Give us a DVD and a cheap bag of popcorn and let's get this show on the road. In all seriousness though, we just hope the production company is taking their time with the release because they want to make sure every scene is perfect. According to several statements by the actors, the production team, and the writers, this film is intended to stick much more closely to the plot of the book, rather than taking so much creative liberty with it as they did in the original film. Author Anna Todd is working as the writer for this new film, so she will likely ensure that the film stays as close to her original vision as possible. We are super happy to see her becoming more closely involved in the film because it was a bit strange that she was largely absent from the writing process of the original. Unlike the original film, Anna Todd is credited as the lead writer, with Mario Salea also being credited for his writing and production efforts. It was also revealed that the script for the new film has been completed since April of last year, meaning those goons have been sitting on the script for all of this time. Ugh! Really though, this is a bit shocking because it means that the new script was completed within just 12 days of the original film premiering at theaters across the country. Voltage Pictures is investing a lot of money into these films, and they are expecting a lot in return, seeing that they requested a script for a sequel before the original film even made its way to theaters. We can't say for sure when After We Collided will be released. The original film started filming in July 2018 and was released in April 2019. Similarly, filming and writing for After We Collided began in mid-2019, so it would make sense that we could expect a spring release date for this film as well. However, Voltage Pictures is making every effort to go above and beyond the original film, so they will likely need quite a bit more time for editing and reshoots. We don't want to push perfection, but it is getting more and more difficult to wait for the film's official release date, especially considering that most of us have been locked at home for several weeks now, with nothing more than clips and trailers to pass the time. Considering that Anna Todd has released at least 4 books in the After series, we will likely have several more films after this one, and we couldn't be more excited. Even though all of Anna's original works for the series have been available for free on Wattpad, she now has teamed up with a publishing company and made the books available for purchase nationwide. If you're itching for more from Tessa and Hardin, you may want to check your local bookstore or Amazon for a copy of the After We Collided paperback. Until the film is released, this will be the best way to fill our appetites for more Tessa and Hardin goodness. The story of Tessa and Hardin is one that will certainly rival that of other popular romance series for many years to come, and we can't wait to see what is next for the series. With that said, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment saying what you like most about the After franchise.